Hello, guys. Welcome to the event. Today, welcome to our event. My name is Patim Ham, and with me, my co-host Sulban Mahima. So, in our last class, discuss theoretical stuffs about machine learning. Now, today we will see some practical stuffs which will be taught by my co-host. And here, I'm giving him the mic. Please welcome.
Oh, hey everyone. I am your favorite community contributor from Machine Learning AI ML in the community Bangladesh. I am Hassan Vanna Hino. So today I am covering some fun parts. I am covered in some other videos like I'm covering like the neural network and other stuff. But today I have come with my fellow partner, Fatima. So today we're going to discuss something a little bit about the introductory of the machine learning. So, Fatin, do you want to add something?
No, I have covered the important theoretical parts in my last class. I think it's better that you cover the practical parts for now. But if I need anything, I will cover it in the last part. When
Okay. So, let me just share my screen. Yeah. So I hope you are able to see this. So, uh, now comes the big question. So, what is actually a machine learning? If I am not wrong, Fatin, till now, covered things like some mathematical parts and other things. But today I'm going to cover the core concepts, some or the things like as this is an introductory session, we will be covering a few concepts, like what is machine learning and what is its agendas, and I'm going to cover it later on. So at first, let's say like what is machine learning. So if I say like uh if I have something like let's say we all are familiar with the traditional programming where what we can see is here if this is a box, let's just remove this as a box, then inside this box we have things like how we get the output, like we have some set of rules, we give it some datas, and then we at the end we get our desired out. Now on the other hand, we have another thing called machine learning. What is our today's discussable topic? If I also make it in a box, let's say I have another box here. So inside a box, what we can say is here, in the machine learning, instead of writing rules, we learn them from the data. So here we have our data and we add some outputs. We add some output, and from that we have our very own ML models. So as we move on, this- remove this. So as we move on, we can like we have questions like how things works for like how actually a machine learning thing works, right? So in the machine learning, we follow some work or which is we call a pipeline. If I had to say like the pipeline here, what we have here is at first we have our very own data or which we call our data sets. To practice, you can get the data sets like open source data sets from Kaggle. So there are a vast majority amount of data or too much amount of data sets. So you can cover that. Then what we need to do is we need to clean the data. So the data sets in the Kaggle, most of them are already pre-processed. Or here cleaning, we are saying this cleaning the data set. This thing's also called the pre-processing of the data set. Let's see of data sets. So what in pre-processing, what we do is we terminate the null values or the null numbers. So what it helps us to do is, like if I have a Kaggle dataset or a machine learning any dataset, you can see that there are millions of datas. So there are a thing like if someone don't give an information for the dataset, like let's say recently I was doing a survey where we were measuring the thinking of the undergrad students of what they are doing. What we're doing a research on the undergrad students from the post COVID period, like after the 2020 till 2024. So there, if someone gives don't give some answers like that, field is none, right? So if there is a none data, we can we can train our model properly. So what we need to do is we need to clean the data to get the exact data or to train our model perfect. So after cleaning our model, we what we do is we train our model, train our model, and after training, we do something like the test. If you have seen any ML models or any data sets, there are you can find change the color here. You can find two steps of folders. One is called the training or the train data set, and another one is the test data set. So in here, if you look at the train data set, to for your information, this train data set is which are the models are trained on, and on the test data set, which are the models were tested on. And then let one we give our model to predict something from like if I do a cat versus dog data set ML model, there will be I give them like the model a cat photo or a dog photo. Also, you can do some. I did a project on the types of dog breeds. There were huskies and there were German Shepherd. There were other dog breeds too. So you can do that also. Uh, Now call for our next part. So everything has their own type, right? Like if I say, as I say earlier, there are types of dog breeds. There are a thousands types. If you're from Bangladesh, there the dogs you have seen on the roads, they're one kind of breed. Some people pet some huskies or the German Shepherd or the bulldog, anything. So what are the Jews? They all have types, right? So what I'm trying to say is also our machine learning have some types too. We can divide our main machine learning into three. one thing is called the supervised or the supervised machine learning, or another one is unsupervised, and final one is our reinforcement learning. So in supervised dataset, we have some data labels. Like if I want to trade a dog versus cat dataset, which say I am specifying each photos, like tagging this as a dog photo and another one, let's say it is a cat photo, and vice versa. And you can, for example, you can say like we all use emails, right? You can say about the stamp filters. So stamp filters or stamp call and those things. And on the unsupervised learning, there are things like we need to do is we need to find patterns to uh, train the model and fix. And one of the great example is the customer groups. Like there are types of customer groups, right? If you see in an airline business, there are elite customers, there are like their silver tier customers, they have their gold tier customers, and many things. So by finding some patterns, like I want to make place someone in the, let's say, elite group, what I need to see, like how many times they flew with us and how many services they have taken, that type of things we need to find. If I that type of patterns we will need to do the customer groups. Then uh, we look at the reinforcement learning. One of the type of reinforcement learning is it learn by trial, or more specifically the game AI. Like recently there was a launching of a game, I don't remember the name specifically. Like it will the final boss will be trained on AI, like the more on the reinforcement one. So what it will do is it will see your like your character movement and how you click, and it will train itself by that. So it will be harder each time, right? You do and different kind of tricks to defeat the final boss, and it learns. If it kills you, it learns all your tricks and it gain all the strength. So that was our uh types of machine learning. Now, what are we going to cover is uh thought experiment, like columns. One, we have our study hours, and under it, say we have here our example. So let's say uh, if one student studies for 1 hour, they get some marks around 50. If someone studies around 3 hours, they get marks of, let's say, 65. And if someone uh, tr- studies for, let's say, 5 hours, they, let's say, get 80 marks. So here you can see a data set. It is more like a real life data set, right? So if someone studies 4 hours, what do you think their score might be? Any guess? You can give a wild guess, like it can be anything. Like if I draw it in a, like, let's say in a graph here, this thing here I have 1, 2, and 5. This is my study hours, and this is my exam score. You can see here it is something around, let's say this is 15, 5, and this is of 8. So this is a some kind of a linear line, right? This is a kind of linear line. So yeah, one of the answer given by Mahbub Subhan. Yeah, it will be something between 68 to 70. So that's a right great guess. So you will never know like what will be your accurate answers. So this is the simplest form of supervised learning by predicting a number based on the past data. Here you can see we have data like if you studied for 1 hours, you get 50 marks. You studied for 3 hours, you get 65 marks. And you studied for 5 hours, you get an A or 80 marks. So now we move on to more details. So just complete. If you had any questions, you can drop down in the comments. We will update the things with along. So, what are you going to do is like uh if I am discussing about one thing, I think I will have something to
Oh, hello guys. Just to remind you that he's actually expert in this, so keep asking him questions actually. And I swear it actually. Just keep asking him questions.
so we just we should move on. Okay. So okay. So what you can ask the things like uh why is he talking about these things? Like why is we should learn machine learning, right? I am not like some prodigy or some psychic like you should learn machine learning or you will die. It's nothing like this. Like let us see some real world scenarios like where machine learning actually shows up in real life. So if I show you some examples like we have the Netflix system. Like once you see some series or some shows, it will predict like what is your favorite genre or what kind of videos you like or what kind of videos you love to watch in the future. So it will recommend you that kind of videos. Also, another one is in our very own device, you can see the face unlock. Like sees you and it unlocks your phone, and also in the stamp filters, in the Google Map traffic. Also, like ever you imagine, like you are traveling from your, like let's say I am traveling from my home to my university, it predicts nearly accurate time. Like if you are from Dhaka, you can never predict like where when you will arrive to your desired destination. So it sometimes gives some like false infos, but many of the time I have seen it shows the accurate traffics. Also, you can see the voice assistant. So what we can say is ML is everywhere from your unlocking your phone, unlocking your face to what YouTube recommends next. So now comes the another interesting part. Like if I am talking about something, I should also talk about like how you should start doing it. Right? If I am telling you to like study something, I should show you some path. Like you can just walk blindly. Right? So to do this, what are we going to do is uh, give you something to like how to get started in the world of machine learning. So let me write in the big words how to get started. So at the first, at the very beginning, what you should do is you should start learning Python. You should learn there in Python, and then you, if you are into machine learning, you should have some basics of math. Like you need some maths, like the algebra, and then also some statistic and things like that. Then what you should do is you should try some small projects, as I discussed. That uh one of the small project was the cat and dog classification project. This kind of projects you can do to give your small times. And then finally, you should start learning the ML libraries. Like there are too much libraries available to learn uh, most important things like the scikit-learn and also our Google's very own TensorFlow. You should learn these things to do like to actually start these things. Okay. So another thing to remember, you should start small and then grow bigger. So we all should take some baby steps to start these things. So now comes our set. This is concluding this. So machine learning is never something magical things. Like when you open Chat GPT and you type something and say like this is that, this is that, and something. So what is actually is? It is all about data, math, and logic. So that was all today from my side. So I love to invite Fatin Ilhan to say something to conclude his uh
best session. And thank you so much, Himel, for covering this important part. And about what you said earlier about when someone starts ML, they should definitely start with Python because it's necessary, right? We saw that, and in our algorithms course, we seen that Java was not helping at all. If we want to progress with some AI models and learning such stuffs about ML. So yeah, guys, you definitely should start with Python if you are into ML and if you are studying programming. So yeah, I will cover that in the next session. And this is from us today. I hope you learn something from Hebel today. And
And if you want you uh you follow my page, I am just a small community contributor here.
no, no, no. He's not small. He's not small at all. He's the big fish in the pond. He's actually a big
So
fish in the pond. Okay.
see you guys in the next video. Goodbye from my side. Thank you, Fatin, for having me. See you guys in some any other 2 days. Goodbye.
Yeah. Sure. Goodbye.